My husband snapped. Stop acting like you own me. You don't get to tell me where I go or who I'm with. Everyone laughed. Can you imagine the sting? Standing there, frozen in a burgundy dress, champagne flute trembling in my hand, as my husband's cruel words echoed through a room full of strangers. Stop acting like you own me, Ruby. You don't get to tell me where I go or who I'm with. 17 agonizing seconds. I counted every single one. Each tick marking the death of my marriage while his colleagues just laughed. Their amused faces blurred, but I refused to let the tears fall. Not in front of them. Not in front of him. But by 5:45 a.m. the next morning, as I mechanically brewed his coffee in our 19th floor apartment, a cold, unwavering resolve had replaced the tears. The locksmith's number was already tucked in my pocket, my phone silently buzzing with missed calls from the divorce attorney I'd contacted from the parking lot. 17 seconds of laughter still echoed in my ears. Yes, but now they fueled me. This wasn't just coffee. It was the first step in a calculated demolition. The coffee maker gurgled its morning tune, a soundtrack to my quiet fury. And there he was, Carter, sleeping soundly in our Egyptian cotton sheets, utterly oblivious. Oblivious that his little performance last night had just detonated everything. 2 sugars, no cream. I'd made that exact combination 5,110 times over 14 years. This would be the last. My hands moved through the routine while my mind replayed every excruciating detail from the party. Brad, his best friend, clinking his whiskey glass against Carter's, like they'd rehearsed this humiliation. Stephanie from accounting, pretending not to look, her pink nails drumming against her clutch. The scent of cinnamon and expensive cologne in the air as my world cracked down the middle. Beyond our floor-to-ceiling windows, the Minneapolis skyline stretched out, buildings piercing through the morning fog like silent accusations. This apartment? It was my father's final gift. His inheritance transformed into what Carter called our investment. Never mind that he'd never contributed a penny. My consulting business, which I built from nothing while supporting him through his MBA, paid for our life here. Yet somehow, over the years, the narrative had shifted. It became his apartment, his view, his success story. My name might have been on the deed, but possession, I'd learned, was all about perception. I heard him stirring in the bedroom. Those expensive sheets, bought with my year-end bonus while he complained about my excessive spending. The irony wasn't lost on me anymore. In fact, after last night, nothing was lost on me. It was all crystal clear. Ruby. His voice. It used to make my stomach flutter, honestly. Now, it just scraped against my nerves like gravel. Coffee ready? On the counter. I called back, my voice as steady as a news anchor delivering tragedy. I listened to his footsteps padding across the hardwood floors. We'd argued about those. He wanted marble, I wanted warmth. We compromised on hardwood, which meant I paid for what neither of us truly wanted. He emerged, a picture of effortless masculinity in his Princeton boxer shorts, shoulder muscles rolling as he stretched. Carter maintained his body with the dedication of someone who believed physical perfection could compensate for character deficiencies. At 41, he still looked like the man I'd married at 27. Except now I could see past the surface to the hollow architecture beneath. What time did you get home last night? He didn't even look at me as he grabbed his mug. Casual, like asking about the weather. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.